Amy Roloff and Chris Marek reveal the one thing they do differently at their wedding. And Amy Roloff reveals how she told husband Chris Marek she loves him. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video, and please subscribe to the channel. The late summer wedding of Amy Roloff and Chris Marek went off without a hitch, but in retrospect, the bride wishes she had done one thing differently. The 56-year-old Little People, big world actress tells People exclusively. I think the wedding day, for me, turned out perfectly, ahead of her and Marek's 2-hour wedding special, Amy and Chris Happily Ever After, which airs on TLC on Tuesday. It was decorated just like I wanted it to. However, Roloff does state that if a second chance were possible, she would focus more on her husband and herself. Roloff married Marek, 55, on August 28 at Roloff Farms in Hillsboro, Oregon. Even though we had our family and friends and stuff like that they're there for us, she says. I don't need to cater to that. I need to cater, probably, a little bit more to Chris and I. As for Marek, he says he would have given himself more downtime on the day of the ceremony. Since Amy completed the majority of the work, he adds, I regret not having had more time to unwind before the ceremony. But other than that, there's really not much I had to do or would do differently. That day, I was still breaking a sweat preparing for the event. I continued gathering supplies, rushing to the farm, and setting everything up. At 3, the ceremony got underway. It took me until 2 o'clock to even get ready and arrive at the farm. I was pushing it because I still needed to change into my outfit. That said, the newlyweds are both in agreement that the wedding was a total hit, and Roloff's favorite moment was a special one indeed. I remember seeing my dad sitting there when I walked out of the barn door, she says. Because of his recent health problems, he wasn't sure if he would walk me the entire distance on this warm afternoon. As he sat there, waiting for me to approach him, I glanced at him. My eyes immediately went to Chris and his handsomeness in that suit when I finally got to meet him. The individuals around us seemed to vanish. Marek recalls Roloff looking gorgeous in her dress. The fact that her father was able to accompany her down the aisle made him feel grateful as well. Not too many guys my age get to still have the father of the bride give her away. When he came up to me and handed her up, he made a sweet little speech. It was unique, he goes on. I'm glad I got to have that connection, that moment with him. Roloff and Marek are now genuinely happy in their marriage. It's going really well being married. I've known Chris for 5 years, and we've been engaged for little over 2 of those years. I think it just solidified everything when we got married and said, I do, she says. It just brought it all together and reaffirmed what we already hoped for and knew. And here we are. Marek says it feels like a weight has lifted off the couple. We got past the wondering stage. Are we doing the right thing? But now that we've done it, there is no more wondering, he says. We're still in that fun stage too, he adds. We're leaving on our honeymoon to Maui, Hawaii next week, so we're having fun getting ready for that. Amy Roloff reveals how she told husband Chris Marek she loves him. As the couple engaged in an exclusive round of not-so-newly married game with Us Weekly, Amy, 61, said, I might have written it in a card or something of that sort. Because saying, I love you, that way is safer than saying it aloud. Amy, 61, and Chris, 61, both agreed that Amy had said those 3 small words first. Amy was certain that she had included her thoughts in a particular message for Chris, even if she couldn't recall the exact moment she first admitted them. Because I knew, that someone had to say it first after dating for a while. With Chris, never having been married or having kids or anything like that, she recounted. I'm a big fan of it's never going to be a perfect moment. You just have to pick the best moment. Amy thinks Chris was waiting for the right opportunity to inform her. For his turn, Chris reminisced about how Amy had initially shown her love to him through a card, reminding him that it was easier for him to read the words so he could figure out his response. However, Amy is quite good at sending cards, he said. In actuality, regardless of the occasion, I consistently receive 3 cards. And she always adds something incredibly meaningful and well considered there. After dating for 5 years, Amy and Chris were married in August of 2021. She previously shared Roloff Farms with her ex-husband Matt Roloff, who was not invited to the wedding. This is where the ceremony took place. The mansion held special memories for Amy since she raised her and Matt's 4 children there. Son Jacob, 27, daughter Molly, 30, and twins Zach and Jeremy, 33. After they broke up in 2015, Amy sold Matt her share of the farm. In 2022, he decided to convert the estate from what he had originally intended to sell into a rental home. Amy revealed in a Little People, Big World program from February 2024 that it was difficult to observe the occupants of her family's previous house. I never imagined that the 30-year-old house where I've raised my children would be a short-term rental. Amy said, "There ought to be a family or someone in it," in a confessional. "Everything belongs to Matt. It's not as though I hate him. You know, it seems sense that Matt would do that. I mean, from a business perspective, or anything, it definitely makes sense." Amy Roloff has made quite the name for herself. She has a top reality show with Little People, Big World. She has authored multiple books. She recently celebrated 1 year of marriage with Chris Marek, and she's thriving in her kitchen and sharing it all on her social media. And that's not even mentioning the Roloff family drama surrounding the selling, or rather, not selling, of the farm. Safe to say, Amy has a lot going on, so it's no surprise that fans are wanting to do a wellness check on her. As viewers know, Amy has achondroplasia dwarfism, and she often deals with the medical issues that come with that. But fans are wondering if Amy is sick beyond what she deals with on a regular basis, and some are even wondering if she died. We got to the bottom of these rumors so that you don't have to. During the first episode of season 24 of Little People, Big World, Karen Chandler opens up about the feud between herself, Matt Roloff, and Zach and Tori. As Lpbw viewers watched last season, Matt's relationship with his son Zach was compromised when negotiations to purchase the north side of the farm fell through. Matt accused Zach of coming into negotiations demanding things, while Zach accused his dad of putting his family aside to make a business profit. During the new season's first episode, Karen and Matt open up about the touchy subject during a joint confessional. Karen admits that amid their feud, she's been trying to remain respectful, adding, "I'm hoping that it'll just one day we'll start to talk again. Something will come up. I know Matt's working on his relationship with them, and as that foundation gets rebuilt, I think it'll be easier for us. This whole thing has been very painful, still painful. I miss the kids every day. I don't have the tools to fix it," Karen admits. Karen Chandler misses Zach and Tori's kids, says it's painful. For his part, Matt admits that he's always hoping and wishing that things will return to the way they were before. "I'm happy with the progress that was made over the last couple months," Matt reveals during a solo confessional. During a coffee date, Karen encourages Matt to talk with Zach, letting him know he's sorry that their deal didn't work out. However, Matt thinks the idea sounds like poking the bear and assumes Zach has gotten over their feud. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.